All right, we were back in the market today. It is Tuesday. It is October 13th. Market just closed. And market finish, let's see here, down 157, Dow Jones, S&P minus 21.52, NASDAQ minus 12.36, small caps minus 13.65. The VIX was up 26.06, up 3.83%. So the market was, it was down further. I think it was down 2 something. Commodities, gold is down 18.96, silver 24.25, crude is up 40.23, 2%. So like I called in my other video, the SPY is looking toppy here. These are all patterns. This was a move right here. You can see this wedge forming in June, July, August, September, and then September it dropped. So right here in the September, we're starting on October, we're getting tighter and tighter, this wedge. See this from line to line? That's what a rising wedge is. It's points that meet, and then eventually it runs out of points and it'll drop. And low to high, we're at 94. We just crossed over stochastic, so this is negative. I expect further drop in the market. I don't know where exactly. Is it going to drop? If you look here, okay, here we go. So you can see Elliott wave, MACD histogram, RSI. You can see here drop. We're so far away from the moving averages. Excuse me. Here's the 50-day coming across, and there's your 5. There's your it's a 9, 13, 20 day. So you have below here. Looks like the 150 wants to cross over the 200. There's your 100. Now we're gonna get a drop down to the 100 again. I don't know. I know we're gonna get a drop though. Nothing stays up unless we're on a run like this, and we're at the top again. It looks like a double top. So we'll see here, but expect some sort of drop in the 4-hour. See, we're already crossing down here. There's a 2-hour. There's the 1 hour. 1 hour is already very oversold. There's 30 trying to cross up. So you can see here on the SPY. So expect further downside. Here's the Dow Jones. Same pattern as the rising wedge. Trying to connect these. It's very hard to connect these at well. On this, actually, you can see on this, actually, these connect. If you draw this, if this goes out a little bit further. See, this connects. This is really tight here. So this is why it's coming out of it now. So the same pattern. These are all the same patterns. Just slight variations where they are on the chart. 50-day here will be 27.8. That's possible. We could come down there. Here's the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ broke out of the wedge up. And this is a high. This has been up since March. And you had a few moves down, then a really big move back in September. Where's this going to go? This is higher up, so this is so far away from even the 5-day. So this could come to 11.2. Here's the 4-hour. See the 2-hour. This isn't going down as much. So, the Dow's looking worse. S&P, NASDAQ's not as bad. IWM. This is a small cap, just really got heated. Now this is a trend line too. You have here, here, here. So you have June, August, and then a line up. And then this came out of it right here too. Draw your line. This is out. 4 hours starting to slide down. You can see the histogram. 2 hour and 1 hour. You can see it. So Yeah, expect to move down now. There's volatility in the market. There's no stimulus news. 2 failed drug, I think, trials or something happened. The drug trials with Johnson Johnson, I think Eli Lilly, and then you have the election coming up. So there's a lot going on here. And here's the VIX again. Like I said, remember this held at 25 back and forth. It crossed down sideways. I think it moved up now. So we're in that range, 25 to 30 range on the VIX. And here's the weekly. It's trying to come up a little bit. The 4 hour. 4 hours showed divergence right here. It crossed over on stochastics coming up. You can see here now every 4 hours it did bounce. So it could go as high as 28 here. It all depends. You know some sort of move's happening. You just don't know, how much. UVXY, same thing in this. Look at this. Out of this, really 1, 2, 3, 4 down, gap down days. Very bearish, gapping 4 days in a row. And you have a cross coming out right here. It's at a 277 stochastic. It's very oversold. I think we move up here, maybe in like 1920 again. Weekly. There's a 4 hour, there's a 2 hour. You see this already trying to rise up. And there's the 1 hour. So, yeah, you see it here a little better without the moving averages. See this? Came down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Trying to cross right here. See this sideways? And you're trying to cross up. It's out of this channel. So I think the market's heading back down. Right now, we'll see how far it goes down. We'll see if any news breaks or anything else, shows up here to make this even get out further. I mean, you can see the pattern here. We're near that top again. We're not going to go straight through. It's not happening right here. And we're crossing over right here as a definite crossover in the daily. This has been down below 20. March you had the drop. And then it sort of staggered back and forth to the downside. May, June, July before a big bounce up. And then September, we did move down. All month it was down. So that was below stochastics. That turned out to be a great buy as we shot up again. Now we're up again. And it depends how far down we're going. Now here's the moving average of 1320. You can see better here. This could come to 340. I don't know if we're going to go that low in 320. Might make a move this trend line now. Now it's a trend line. Maybe we come to 325, 330. If this is a good drop again, we'll see. So, see the weekly here. And the weekly did cross over. It's green, showing me a wick here. Now, not showing much here, except we're at that highs from September. It's bullish here. It's not showing much in the weekly. So, and the monthly looks strong. So we'll see what happens here. So, a lot of moves too that were to the downside here and they bounced up. That was the moves from this. They all got very oversold and it was a great buy again. Now, we're at a point again, you don't really want to buy up here. Unless it was a nice run from July, September, all the way. That was a 4-month run. You want to buy up here again, or we get another 4 months? I mean, I guess it's possible. But it's just where we are in the chart. That's why we got all the way up here. Now, severe pullback. Are we going to get another severe pullback? Or maybe a smaller one? We'll see here. But it just doesn't seem right that we could keep going. You see the monthly on this, all the way back to 2000. Every time we had a move, then we came down. That was 2018, 2019, 2020. Then we had green candle, red on the monthly. Now we're back to green. Does look like here we went all the way up very strong, and then we're sort of going sideways now. Sort of like trying to make a bend, sort of down. Maybe we'll see. Maybe things that come in the next few months. So, but that, that's where we stand on the SPY right now. So I think a smaller pullback. Could be a bigger one, not real big. We'll see how this develops. So, watch the VIX, UVXY, and that's where we stand right now. Now, on the bearish ETFs, this is what I keep calling, because look at this. This is a reverse wedge now. You have a falling wedge. Look where it fell to, right at 16. Came all the way up, came all the way down. It's not a coincidence. It fell here at September, and it double bottom. Now, will this hold? Right now it's looking good because way overbought here. So now it's extremely oversold. You see the 4 hour, we're out of this. We're out of the wedge in the 4 hour. 2 hour, 1 hour. 1 hour is already getting overbought. So this is looking good. A move up on this is hard to say exactly where this goes. At least 17, 18, maybe in the middle here. That'll be the first starting point, maybe. SPXS, this is still kind of in the wedge. If you draw this down right here, it's hard to make this because this doesn't connect here, but if you draw it real tight here, see this is out of the wedge now. This connects this way, but you touch more lines here. So this is the same thing. Look, here, that's a double bottom. It's almost a reverse U. It's like a reverse cup and handle. It's like an inverse cup and handle. So here, but an inverse cup and handle will go here, make a small bounce and go back down, which is possible too. We might only get a 556, we'll see. SRTY, this is the Russell. Short the Russell. And this went way below September. This is really oversold. And there's your sign right here. There's a cross. Cross at the bottom of the pattern. What have we been talking about? That is a sign of a reversal. So SRTY. TZA gets more volume. Right here's another one. It's at a 329. Bearish ETFs are always oversold because the market goes up, but this is still has good potential here long. FAS, financials, this looks like a double bottom too, right at 1250. Look at this tight wedge. And today was nice, 3.7 million. Look at that candle. It's very strong. You have a crossover right here. So I would look for to be long here. Stocks. Here's stocks. If you made this wedge even tighter, see this, because this connects all the way down. 4 days of bearish gap down. And then look, you have support right here, finally sideways. This is potential, to the long side. This is way below its 1320 EMA. So I like that too. LABD. Trying to make this one connect. This is tougher here, but still, this is very bearish. This hasn't really moved much. Dust. Getting oversold. This might bounce back up. Remember the channel here. You have a channel between 15 to 21. JDST channel between 9 and about 13. SEO, this is more choppier. It is oversold. This is bearish crude. So crude has been up a little bit. And he's ERY. This is going up. This is a great run. This is from August. This is energy, and it's coming back down. It's getting oversold again. So, energy's been, except for the move from March, it's been in this channel forever, like over this 65 level or 60 level. It's above it now, so it's interesting. We might keep going on that. All right, on the other side, UDOW. This is your rising wedge. Crossover here, you can see here to here. Pro is like out of this wedge. It went above. Now it's trying to cross. Same thing. SPXL. Same thing, trying to come back down now. We'll see. That's why I use stochastics. It's probably my favorite of all the indicators, like, you know, RSI, money flow, CCI. This picks it up so fast, the moves. RSI is relative strength. Won't pick up the move as good. Money flow, not as good. This is, I back tested this many times, and this works, you know, over and over. It's probably one of the best indicators, but probably CCI too. There might be a few more I could look at, but they really work. TQQQ. This is getting very toppy here. URTY. This is the Russell, bullish Russell. This is really get overextended. TNA. This, trying to get this closer here. This TNA line, TNA. All right, so there's a trend line too on TNA. See here, touch that June spike up, August, and now we're October spike up. Trend line, look at the lower part. Got higher each time. Yeah, except for moves here where, you know, it's even, but the whole move of the chart has been up. It's slowly grinding up. This was at 75, looks like almost 80. You know, right now we're near that 50% retracement. There's the move, there's the move. Now we're coming out with a cross. Look at this bend. Yeah, now looks like it wants to bend back down. This is way overbought. Hasn't been this overbought since, let me see here, May. We know how that dropped a little bit in June. And then August, we dropped all the way down September. The financials, and here's FAS. And here how tight this wedge is. And this came down. It's a big bearish candle. Very overbought, coming back down. You know, the financials, this was at over 105, looks like near 110. This hasn't even got to, wait, let me see something here. Is this right? 100%. Just trying to see how this set up. Retracement level 100%. Down 100%. $61.8, 50% retracement, 23, back to 0. So I have it flipped the other way. I have 100% down here because, let me see here. Flip this back up. Yeah, I think I have this reversed. I had it reversed. I was looking at it the other way, but since we're going back up, see, we have a bottom now. You can do the reverse. So 100%. If you look at it back this way, 100%, you know, you're going down 61%. Now we're going back up. So from, you know, 0% to 100%. So from there, you know, halfway in between would be 50% retracement. So yeah, you can see here. So 100%, 61.50 all the way to 0. So you put this 0 to 100. Now we're coming back up. So 50% from here to here. That's why you have like 50% retracement. We went all the way back down to, this is the 0 level now. And then you can see in between. Because if you add this 105, 15, you only get in between. It's 50% retracement and come up. So FAS is coming out of this wedge. I have these all reversed to 100%, 50%. See, it depends how you're looking at it. If you're looking at top to bottom or bottom to top, it depends what you're doing here. So this move from here to here, or traced all the way down. Now you have a level. You have the 0 level. Now we're going back up. But I got to change these. Anyway, Soxel, look at these gap ups. 4 cap ups in a row and came all the way back down. I remember the algo saying this was at like, this is like 210 or something, and it said it was going to get to like 3 something. They're right. Completely right on this. The algos are pretty strong. So this is looking toppy. There's nougat still on this channel here. ERX. See, this is bullish energy. This is trying to come up, but it still doesn't look as strong here, breaking this wedge. See this? Energy's not doing nothing really. Here's DFN. Again, this made a move on 950 to 12. Now it's coming back down. There's a crossover negative. So probably come back down to the trend line again. DIN. Here's your move up, and then you move down. So right in September, you just play low to high, and there it is. Okay, this isn't at 50% retracement level. Now, home builders, this has been on a tear. This is getting really overbought here. And this has been a good run. This is very strong with home builders, so this might start coming back down. We'll see. Hasn't been that far low. It did come back in September a little bit. Now the cruise lines had bad, I think bad news happened here with the cruise lines. Let me see if I can read it. I don't see anything, but I think there was news. I think Royal Caribbean had news. It wasn't good news. So when it's bad news for one, it's bad for all of them pretty much. But this is how you play this. See this bottom here? From the bottom, September came all the way down. Look at this. Shot up. There it is. Oversold, overbought. Now we're coming back down. We came back very fast. And this looks like it's a huge drop. So, wait for this, get another signal. RCL, look at that. That's a very bad drop right there. NCLH coming down. Then there's CCL. So they're all looking pretty bad right here. Some airlines. ALK. HA. They've been choppy. They're sideways. They haven't done much. When did it make this full 2080? It came pretty up to these moving averages. It's coming back down now, so it's not making a full cycle. LVS too, not looking good. The market's down. A lot of stuff's going to go with it. A lot of stocks move with the market, so I'm not sure what percentage, but I'd probably guess 75%. Unless they're good on their own, they have good earnings or whatever. The pattern is to the upside. Restaurants, then Ruth. See, they're all trying to battle back to that like 50% retracement level. All right, so that's it. So the market's looking kind of shaky. I think we're heading down somewhat. I'm not sure how much. And the airlines are pretty much stuck right now. Cruise lines too. They're bouncing back and forth, but it looks like another cycle down. Restaurants are pretty flat, moving very slowly. And it looks like bearish ETFs are going to make a move up now, and long ETFs, the market, are going to go back down. We'll see in the VIX. I think it's going to rise more. UVXY is going to rise. So that's it for that. All right, take a look at the market today. Tons of penny stocks leading the way, like 2, 3, 27, 74 cents, dollar, 2, 82 cents. A few mixed in like 9, 10, 13. So not huge gainers today. NDGS, 56%. This is a known spiker. Look in April, May. Huge spikes and drops and drops. 210 million today with another spike. And what this did right here was at 8 a.m. This is a 5-minute candle. It went all the way straight up in 2 candles to 350. Then we came back a little below, at like 280 range, bounced, 3, then we bounced 375 and came back down hard again. So, and this is a tougher stock range, about 280 to 4. Not much in between as far as well, I mean, the move was in between, but besides that, you couldn't get no momentum here, like to the long or short side. This was a nice short right here after 12. But these big candles were eating up a lot of the your moves here, like 25, 50, 75. It moved so big. It wasn't a steady move. So on these plays, you definitely want to avoid. It's tougher plays. Very tough. AEMD is moving right now after hours. A really solid move, 150 to 220. Gen's moving after hours. BDR, 120 all the way to 2. That's a very nice long. This is more of a pattern you want. The volume down here, 145,000. So not the greatest of volume. Not talking like millions, but look how this went up. Steady, nothing crazy in this pattern. Came up, pull back to near support, your 1320 EMA, and then we bounced straight up. So that's a better pattern than MDGS. Here's another one, PED. Shot right up on like 4 candles and straight down. It's a very fast up and down move. SOS, not great. Yours is another one. This happened 4:30 a.m. Very early pre-market. And it bounced around up and down, then just slid at that 160 mark, slid all the way down, and then held 98 like the dollar. Then it's fading that now. So this is a sliding board play too. I've called it. You move up so hard pre-market and then it just slides down. It can't hold. And there's the wick too. This does this on this chart. Color candle puts in huge move and just fades down. The shooting star wick, the most common wick on penny stocks. ENLV start to move up. Jill, another one, straight up, then down. MoneyGram wasn't that bad. MoneyGram, this is another one, clean chart. The volume here, not bad, 60 grand, not huge, but right over, this is ascending triangle, right over 325. You break all the way to almost 4. Very clean to read. You want cleaner charts. You want easier charts. And it's way easier than an MGS chart, MDGS. Now, everyone's looking at the top gainers. A lot of times the top gainers are going to be the most explosive moves. Like this wasn't that explosive. It was, almost 70, 80 cents, but it was an easier trade. So you have to see that in the pattern. IH, sharp move. MLSS, this wasn't bad, over 180 to like 210. ALRN, 170, popped to 2. CLVS, I called this too in my, I think, previous videos, or said this was over 6, it was looking good. See, oversold here, 11 million in volume plus and exploded up. You can see this was going to happen. This is a fader, CS, CW, Color Star Technology, just slid right down. Pre-market top and then faded. Problem with small caps, they're moving a lot pre-market. The news is coming out. So it's almost just like if you're playing during the day, their move is just happening pre-market. And then by the time it opens, it's already fading. So you're not getting, the regular hours moves. That's the problem. Your soul, quick blast up here. FLXM wasn't a bad move. 1225 to 1325. Oh, this is another strange move. This is extremely early. 5:55 a.m. It dropped all the way down. And then this one actually didn't keep sliding down. It found support and broke up to 1625, 16 near 16, 1625, then slowed down again. So this put in huge mountains and rips, like valleys. Up mountain, valley, and again. See that? DVAX, small move. Going down the list here. So it wasn't the greatest of moves today. Your leaderboard, 56.6% MDGS. That's where it finished, and not the greatest of moves. I think I said the market was down today, so a little bit of transitional moves here, and small caps look to be slowing a little bit. There's Kirk. This is a nice long. This is a trend line hold. See this? It keeps putting like up and down moves. With the low, it just keeps holding. It goes higher. The low is getting higher. Here's DQ Energy. I've never heard of this stock. Not a great 884,000. This is a higher price stock. This moved from 198 to 222. NK, see this channel down? We break up, came back down. Now look at this low. Here, the low keeps getting higher, and then we explode up again. So that's even better. When you see that low getting higher, you have good faith to the long side. You have good, visuals that this is going to keep going long. What was this? MGNI. This wasn't bad too, right over 840. Nice gainer there. All right, let's take a look at that. So the market right now, let's take a look at some more like top. Yeah, a lot of these moves, see right here, that was September, and we had all the way back down, then we moved back up. This didn't do the full range up, so this is the move too. See this pattern, the falling wedge? That's because the market was down, so hard. It came very fast with tech, sideways, exploded up, and there it is. Then today is very bearish. So they made a very fast move to the upside, almost a week. A lot of these. Red's doing nothing. This made a small move. This doesn't move fast, and it looks like it's coming back down again. So that's nothing right now. OSTK, it's just staying above this 80 level, back and forth. It looks like it wants to break to the upside, even though it's very overbought, but showing that right now. RTY, put in an inside candle today, or not inside, a little bit higher. Still oversold. It's at 23. Depends on the market. If the market goes down, this might just go sideways. I don't think they'll drop it huge, but on all these plays, it could be the market. That's the problem. It could hold things up. There's PDD. Great move up here. Strong move. That was a strong swing. BRFS. I think this is a Latin play. Yeah, this is good trend line support. You can see here, and it'll bounce. It'll bounce. Very oversold here. They're trying to take it sideways now. This might start winding up. Doesn't move big in big numbers, though. CNK, still in this channel. Very oversold. No break yet. Nothing showing. DNOW. It said the sharp move down and a long move. The breakup was very short-lived. You know, what is this? 429 to 542. Now it's coming back down here. Cross right here. So this has to do with oil too. But oil is up, so I'm not sure how this is going to play out. Looks like to the downside right now. AMC. You know, this was trying to come out of this wedge a little bit, but the market just crushed it. This got below 4. You know, very oversold here. Here, a little bounce. Still going lower in stochastics. That's what I mean. It can be oversold, and it can remain oversold. So I thought this was going to slide out, but you got to wait for the signal. You always got to wait for the signal. You just can't jump in. I mean, you can. This probably will eventually turn up. But yeah, like you see this here in this look, oh, maybe it'll come up. No, on this one, it's got to come out. You'll see when these come out, like the other patterns. You can see they slide out and eventually they come up. It's not showing that. OPK had the big candle yesterday. Today, that's showing good signs there. It held very well. And I still don't like it up here. I moved from here to here. I wouldn't want to get in. Day trade maybe, but yeah, it's tougher. Yeah, so that's it for today. Not the biggest of gainers, not the greatest of action today, but watch the market after hours. See if we continue to go down now. See if this is another leg down here. See if we go maybe 340, or maybe if this is another trend line, get to 330. If this starts with a bigger move down, we'll see. So that's it for today. Please subscribe and like the channel. Go over all this educational stuff, videos, day trading recaps, the market overall, where we're headed, what to look for in swing trading. Swing trading, works very well. It's just every chart is different. This is not going to work the same time frame, but big gains can be had if you follow swing trading, or you're into swing trading. So that's it. Peace.